right, everybody, we're live. Welcome to another episode of your favorite MPL weekly video podcast. It's the Water Cooler, episode 34. It's December 2nd, 2020. And I have here Miss
Allison.
Allison. Thank you for joining us, Allison.
My pleasure.
As everyone knows, Bobby is no longer with the library. He's retired, happily at home probably right now watching, maybe not watching. But yeah, so we have Allison here with us today, and we
Woo!
got episode 34. Look at how many likes we have on our Facebook page, MPL Adults.
They like us. They really like us.
Over 575 likes on Facebook. So get us to 600, everybody, and also only 7 subs away from 200 on YouTube as of yesterday afternoon.
Like and subscribe us.
Like and subscribe us. We'll leave the links down below. So everyone, welcome to the show. Allison, how has your week been since Thanksgiving?
It's been I thought I was already getting used to October, and then suddenly it was December.
Yeah. I saw something online the other day. It was like November started yesterday, and now it's like the last day of November, and it's December now. So
But I have a lot of leftover sweet potato pie from Thanksgiving, so I can't
it was
complain too
just
much.
it was just like a little blip in our system. November was just like
Yeah.
it was Halloween, then Thanksgiving happened, and now it's
Yeah, it
December.
happened in 3 days.
That's how it seems. So welcome back, Allison. Thank you for joining us. So we're gonna go ahead and kind of do our whole spiel that we always do. We're gonna start with one of our favorite things to do here, the celebrity birthdays.
Woo!
And not everyone calm down. Don't get too excited with our celebrity birthdays. So first up, we have George Saunders. Are you familiar with George Saunders,
He
Allison?
sounds familiar.
He is an author, American author from, I don't know this, from Amarillo, Texas. And he wrote Lincoln in the Bardo, which was a huge hit when it first came out. That's the one about Lincoln when he lost his son. And it was a really good book. I did the audiobook to it, and it was really good. It had a huge cast of characters. Yeah, so Lincoln in the Bardo by George Saunders. Happy birthday to him. What about this next person here, Allison? I think you're a fan of hers.
Oh yeah, I have an autographed photo of hers. Not to brag.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
A friend of mine bought an autograph from her somewhere.
From
They won't
Lucy
tell
Liu?
me. They told me where they got it from, so I'm like, okay, maybe I better not ask. But
Yeah.
yeah, and guess how old she is turning today?
I'm horrible at. Wait, we're talking about Lucy Liu, right?
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna guess 40, 44.
52.
Wow, 52. Lucy Liu from Kill Bill Volume 1. She was in Charlie's Angels.
And she's from Queens.
From Queens, New York. Oh, Elementary also. She
love that
was
show.
on that show. Yeah.
Elementary was better than Sherlock. I went there.
Here you go. Yeah, if anyone has anything to say about that, leave a comment below. Tell Allison how right or wrong she is about it.
I'm right. I'm right.
Nelly Furtado. She hasn't been around in a long time, but Nelly Furtado's birthday is today.
Oh, I didn't know she was Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian. She did that song. Remember this song, I'm Like a Bird?
Yeah, and then she did that song with this guy that they kept playing over and over throughout my middle school career that you were like, I'm sick of this song.
Which one was it?
I forgot. It's her. It's a duet, I think. But yeah.
If anybody knows what we're talking about, let us know.
Yeah, and
Nelly Furtado.
she actually looks like Robin from How I Met Your Mother. Thought that was her at first.
Nelly Furtado. That song actually came out 20 years ago.
Oh my
this
lord!
Year. I Am Like a Bird. Do you feel old yet? Anybody out there?
Oh,
And
wait till you get our next person.
speaking of, right, Britney Spears, the great, the GOAT, as people say, American pop star. Baby One More Time. Oops, I Did It Again. She's from Mississippi. I knew she was from the South.
Yeah.
Didn't know from where though.
And she is also turning 39. She's almost 40.
Really?
Yeah, I think some people still see her as that 18-year-old.
Yeah, everyone sees her back in her her hit me baby one more time days. And there he is, the man of the hour last week, Mr. Bobby.
The
He was watching.
original.
The original, the OG. Thank you for joining us, Bobby. Let's see, where else were we? Great. Now I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, our next thing. Today we celebrate our national holidays. Only 2 national days that are worth mentioning today, and I do realize how sad this slide looks. National Package Protection Day. And I have a little thing here. It says it encourages homeowners to stay alert during these high delivery times. Wednesday after Thanksgiving is a time to remind us to protect our homes against package theft, which becomes more and more prevalent during the holidays. Have you ever, Allison? Have you ever stolen a package off anyone's stoop?
No, I usually just steal my sister's candy.
Okay, nice. I have neither have I stolen anyone's package, but I do worry when I'm at work about people
Yeah.
stealing my packages.
I had a friend where they just left out. She ordered a laptop and they just left it out in front of our new apartment, and
Oh
she
god.
was freaking out about it, understandably. So I was like, let me go grab it for you, and I'll keep it in my car and wait for you in a few minutes until you get home, and then we can take it in.
Did it work? Did it work out?
Yeah, it was there, but they left it out in the open, and I kept thinking, like, okay, what if it rained that day? Like, they didn't even put it under, that little roof of the porch.
Yeah.
They didn't even keep it under that. I was like,
Wow.
out in the open.
Not good.
And
FedEx.
it had Dell outside too, so everyone knew what it was.
FedEx, if you're listening, send us a free laptop. Also, hide the packages. Hide them somewhere. And then also today is National Fritters Day. So let me read the description here. Serve up some fritters with your meal tonight. Kind of bossy. You can try corn fritters or apple fritters. Another favorite is potato fritters.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I mean, what's wrong with what goes wrong when you fry fruit?
Well, yeah, nothing goes wrong with fried fruit, right? But you said you tried
Yeah, I
banana
tried.
ones, right?
Yeah, like they were from. I think they were like so. Yeah, my mom used. Yeah, like we know some family that are Dominican, and the banana. Well, their version of banana fritters was a thing. It tasted a lot like potatoes the way they cooked it.
Plantain, right? I think.
Yeah, and I think actually what's interesting too was then a friend of mine she's Filipino. They had their own version of a fried banana, and they made theirs still taste sweet. And
Yeah, sweet.
FYI, but Filipino dessert is like the best thing ever.
There
So
you go.
delicious, so good.
Nice. If you have any comments on that, if you agree or disagree, let Allison know in the comments.
I love angry Benedict Cumberbatch people.
So speaking of recreating family recipes, good segue there, Allison. We're going to talk about this story that you found and you sent over. The story talks about how to recreate your lost family recipes according to historians and chefs. So they speak to a chef and historian named Michael Twitty. And this here he is here in this article.
Yeah.
What you find interesting about this article?
So I've known about Michael Twitty for a while. He wrote some books about slavery and how how the cooking of slaves influenced Southern culture and all that, and to this day. And well, he started doing talks and workshops, and he started noticing that a lot of people that were attending these to reclaim their identities. They were like, oh my God, I remember my mom saying something about this, and I never put it together. This had a historical thing to it.
Yeah, he mentioned the word nyam. Here it is, nyam for the word eat, and there was a woman who didn't realize that it was West African, from Ghana, I think it was. So yeah, a lot of people that he speaks to or that he interacts with, they have this premeditated notion that their food is southern, but not necessarily from Africa. So go ahead.
Yeah, Southern food, the more I read into it, is very, very multicultural. Like there would not be any Southern food if it were not for Black culture, Asian culture, Middle Eastern culture. Like different cultures
Yeah.
came into this. Like I see, we have a picture here of she's a Filipino chef. I
Yeah.
think she had an interesting story too in this article.
You see what it was here. Yeah, Filipino, and she's in Seattle somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. Her name was Miranda.
Yeah, Melissa Miranda. So yeah, it's really interesting article that goes into how these maybe second or third generation chefs who make their own restaurants or their own businesses, and the struggle they had to go through from talking to their grandma or their mother or their grandparents on how to create these plates without any measurements or anything. They just went off of taste.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and it kind of makes me think of my own family experiences. Like, my family is originally from Palestine. They immigrated to Mexico, and when I grew up as a kid, I thought that the food I was eating was typical Mexican food, and then I would find out when I was in high school, like, no, that's Middle Eastern. Mamuls, dolmas those are Palestinian foods. I'm like, oh, okay, because I don't know, because they both. I feel like there are some similarities to the Mexican and Palestinian foods in some ways.
Definitely.
They like to use lemony seasoning here and there. They like to use they love savory dishes. I mean, and they're just delicious.
Yeah. And they talk about how cabbage is a really big staple in a lot of Southern and African meals.
Yeah.
And it also gives some tips on how to recreate these dishes from your parents or any other relatives. So watching and learning, research the context. They have some really nice pictures here.
Yeah, I'm kind of hungry now, and I just had lunch.
Develop and trust your intuition. So a lot of it is pretty much just intuition, or like maybe this is too much salt, or maybe it's not enough. So a lot of it is kind of like you're learning as you go in the kitchen. So that's a really interesting one.
And I found something very interesting too. I actually found this today. Like, I found that recipes can be also used as resistance. So someone made this PDF file off on Tumblr, and basically it started off as a joke where this one girl posted this recipe going like, oh yeah, my grandmother never wanted me to post this, but I'm going to do it because she was homophobic towards me. And then all these LGBT people started like, oh yeah, my family never wanted me to post this because it's supposed to be a secret family. I'm posting it anyway.
Wow.
And then they just made a cookbook of recipes that were essentially supposed to be kept a secret, but they're like, no, they abused me. This is my revenge. Publishing
Got
it.
'em. Nice.
And some of the food looked good. So
recreating lost family recipes. A lot of it is intuition. A lot of it is just watching and tasting, that kind of thing. So speaking of savory and like just your intuition and just like your, I don't know, just something that tastes amazing. Alison, are you a fan of the McRib?
I think they're disgusting.
Say that again.
DISGUSTING.
So for those of us who are normal and enjoy a bit of McRib in our lives, here's a meme that I want to share. When they tell me to stay home, but the McRib is back and there's someone moving a house. Okay, sorry about that. I just needed to share that meme. But some of y'all out there that are watching might be happy to learn, maybe relieved to learn that McDonald's, yes, they're bringing the McRib back. And it's returning nationally for the first time in 8 years, since 2012. Thank you, McDonald's, for saving 2020. It's been such a rough year. But okay, so there's a stipulation, and this is a stipulation I didn't want to tell you about earlier, because this is a call to arms. This is a shout out to everyone out there. Shave the date. McDonald's is giving away 10,000, count it, 10,000 free McRib sandwiches to fans who shave their facial hair.
Okay.
What do you think so far?
I have questions. Like,
okay, let's hear the first one.
How are women gonna prove that they shave their faces? Like,
there was something for women also. I don't know what it was. And there's a huge. I went through the list of rules and regulations for the giveaway, and it's a long document. But there's something in there for women also.
Okay,
I think it has something to do with I think it has something to do with like a mask. Like you can wear a facial mask. That counts also.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot easier.
I just hope it doesn't go the way those Rick and Morty hot sauce things that happened.
Yes.
And then
it's
people
sriracha.
Oh, the sriracha, yeah.
Something
and then people went crazy. Did you know that a girl had some sriracha and this guy asked to buy them and he traded his car for them?
Good. Yes.
His new sports car, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? Like,
you were just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I was too busy turning my nose up at the McRibs.
But it says, for the first time since 2012, beginning December the 2nd, which is today, the McRib is back. But if you want to get a free McRib, there's some whole list of stipulations and things you got to do. There's a hashtag. Basically, you just go on Instagram or Twitter, post a selfie of yourself cleanly shaven, and with the hashtag shave for the McRib, and McDonald's will eventually reach out to you with the Uber Eats code for $15, basically the free McRib.
So I had not known this, but I had no idea that the McRib hasn't been on the menu since 2012. I thought that it was just like pumpkin spice lattes like every season. Yeah,
that's kind of like the it's the draw of the McRib. Like that's why it's so like well known, because it's only on the menu every couple of years. It comes for a little bit, it goes away, it's gone for however many years. So now, if anyone is interested in a free McRib, and I'm throwing this out there, should I go ahead and shave tonight and go get a McRib like this week? Because I've had this beard basically since quarantine or so, since at least the summer.
So you're like a Tom Hanks movie on Stranded Island.
Yes. Yeah, if I have this beard, it's kind of, I think it's just stopped growing. It's just there now. So like, I'm wondering if anyone thinks I shouldn't, I won't do it. Leave a comment right now. But as of right now, I'm going to shave my beard.
I think you should.
Next week. I'm going to shave my beard.
I want to see if you are going to get the McRib.
Yeah, and I'll take photos and I'll take a video and everything, and I'll bring the video evidence next week. So as of now, there's no comments going in right now.
So everyone agrees with me.
If anybody wants to speak up and say, Rudy, don't do it, we love your beard, let me know now.
Silence.
In the next couple of minutes. I'll give you guys, okay, we have some comments. Hold on. Remember, we're on a delay. Bobby says shave. Hector says don't shave, just pay the $5. In this economy, Hector, we're in a pandemic, man. Listen. Who wants... Okay, thank you, Grace. Grace says she likes McRibs. X-face. As of now, the votes are split 50-50. We'll wait.
Okay, but Grace is...
I know, Hector says he loves it. Grace, I guess you'll be the deciding vote. If you say shave, I'll shave and go get a McRib.
Shave.
Oh well, we'll find out. We'll tally the votes at the end of the episode. And we're on to our last story. Sad news. As last week we reported. Let me get this out of here. Last week we reported a very strange occurrence in the Utah wilderness. Allison, I know you're a very frequent podcast viewer of the water cooler. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
You mean that aluminum foil stick thing from the ground?
We're talking about the Utah Monolith, the metallic monolith. It's gone. The metallic monolith in Utah vanishes just as mysteriously as it had appeared.
Or someone just took it in the middle of the night just to mess with people. I'm sorry, I'm going to play my skeptic cat.
No, it's okay. Good. What do you think happened? Okay, first of all, we don't know what you think it was in the first place. What do you think it was in the first place?
I think it was just a Banksy type of art. Someone put it there to get reactions, and when it made the news, they were like, okay, let me go take this off, and just to uphold the mystery.
That's what I think it was also. Or wait, what did I say last week? I don't remember what my stance was last week. I may have said it was like an alien thing. But yeah, it was most likely a Banksy kind of thing. Someone left it out there as an art installation. But yeah, so this says it has been removed. I did some digging and I actually found the Instagram page of one of the gentlemen who was there the night it was removed. So this is real life viral footage of the monolith being removed. Give me just a second. Let me share the screen again. Here we go. So this gentleman, Sylvan Slacks, who apparently is like a mountain climber kind of dude, he was part of this group of, I think it was 4 or 5 gentlemen who went in there and removed the monolith. So I'm going to attempt to play this video.
Let's see.
There shouldn't be any sound. So this is a TikTok. So a couple of photos here. And there's the monolith on a wheelbarrow.
And I'm sorry, it was just tacky.
There it is here. And they took it away. So that's what we have as proof of these gentlemen taking down the monolith. Bobby is in the comments. He's spamming something. He says it had been there for years, apparently. Oh, wow.
Oh, I guess they were just waiting to see.
So I have another video. Well, actually, it's the same video. So these gentlemen here, this group of 4 or 5 gentlemen, they claim that it was kind of like a nature thing, like preserving nature. # leave no trace. That's why they took it down. What do you think?
I just admit you were just want to fool around with people.
What do you mean? Who?
I'm like, what does it have to do with nature? I don't follow.
So apparently, it would have been there for years and years and years, right? And it would have rusted over and I guess left traces of the inside. I think the inside was like some wood and alloy kind of thing. So they went in there as preservationists kind of thing. They took it down in the middle of the night and it's gone.
I mean, I don't know, like this was in the Utah desert or?
Yeah, Utah.
I mean, deserts are very strange. They've been known to preserve some very strange things before, so maybe that's why it still looks very clean. It did. I don't know, or maybe here's another theory to go against your. It had a passport, Bobby. But
I guess Bobby apparently has more news on it than I do. I mean, I just saw this story yesterday afternoon, but it could have been updated since then. But these gentlemen apparently were conservationists, went in there, took it down. That's the end of that. It's out.
Apparently, another one, or maybe it's the same one, showed up in another country, Romania. Maybe someone made a replica of that.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I think it was a copycat kind of thing. Maybe it was the same person. Maybe the person was from Romania, was here, did it here, flew back to Romania, put it in Romania.
Or, I have another theory.
Okay.
What if it's an iPhone, the 28th version that came in from the future because there's an app now where it does time capsules or something?
iPhone 28X.
Yeah.
That's the okay. So Grace has the deciding vote on the shave or not shave. And she says shave and McRib. Say less. I'm shaving. Maybe not tonight, but sometime this week. And I'm going to submit it to the Instagram. And hopefully Mr. McDonald's sends me over a McRib.
Do it.
So, so that's the end of the stories we have. Allison, I know you have a video series coming up, so we'll touch on that before we end here. What do you have?
So I am starting a new series. It is called, it's not live recording, but it's definitely where I encourage any comments or opinions to be shared on. Basically, I'm going to be doing a series called Oh, the Horror.
Oh, the horror, like the saying, like oh, the horror, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Okay, so what's it all about?
So it is about where I analyze and and comment, basically a video essay series on different aspects of horror media, film to literature. My first episode is going to be on Jewish folklore in horror movies, and the second one is going to be on female representation in horror, and I'll talk about certain terms such as how do you say the final girl and whatnot. So. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that is always like one of those tropes in all horror films. There's always the final.
Yeah,
the
and
final
it has
girl.
its pros and cons I can get into.
Let me find. I'm gonna find the little promo that you had for it.
Oh yeah, I think it's further
It's not
down.
here. Yeah, it's not here somewhere.
A
So
little
that
further
how many
down.
episodes do you have lined up for the horror series?
So I've actually split. So the first episode is going to be in 3 parts, and they're going to be shown over a duration of 3 days. They're like 3 to 4 minutes each, so that way, people can take their time to see each part, and so each is going to be made into 3 parts each episode, and it's going to be no more than 15 minutes in total, the parts
Nice.
combined.
Oh, okay, cool. So easily digestible kind of thing. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, there you go.
Who says you? So I texted you the other day, right? I totally misread this. Who says you can only do horror movies in October? In these parts, horror movies are celebrated all year. So, Oh, the Horror video essay series, premiering December 10th, which is in 8 days.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone mark your calendars. Oh, the Horror, December 10th. It's premiering on the MPL Adults Facebook page.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think, yeah. So the first episode, like I said, is going to be all about Jewish folklore. And I think it's going to open up around when Hanukkah this year starts.
Oh,
So
nice.
I thought that was perfect timing.
Nice. Yeah, definitely.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah, everyone out there who celebrates. And thank you, Allison, again for joining us. That's
Thank you.
all we have here for What's New at NPL. Everyone leave your comments. We always check the comments even after we post this. If you're watching us late, go ahead and leave a vote for shave or not shave. I'm going to shave anyway, so don't even bother. But okay, thank you. Hey, no more votes. No more votes. The voting is closed.
Hey, wait. Bobby, did you try to vote twice?
Bobby is rigging the election. It's a rigged election. We're not going to talk about that anymore. But
we know it's you, Bobby.
Everyone, thank you for watching. Yeah, leave us comments, leave us likes, share this video. Allison, do you have any parting words for the people?
Have a good start to the season.
Have a good start to the season. Oh, thank you, Ada, for the thumbs up.
Hey.
Everyone have a good first week of December. Oh my gosh, we're getting comments in now. Macaroni and cheese or mashed potatoes and gravy?
Mac and cheese.
Quick, Allison.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Yeah, good choice. Thank you, Beverly, for the question. Yeah, I think that's it. We'll wrap up on that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe to our YouTube and Facebook, links below, and have a good rest of your week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.